Check. 1 2 check 1 2 on the mic. What up? What up, though? Nathan Chasesbasement is up in the house. The new podcast that started. Josh's album in the house. They Don't Get Nathan, the podcast.
This the first one?
This is the first one.
Hell yeah, I'm glad I came in.
The first one, you up in here.
The inaugural podcast to kick off, nigga. They don't know Nathan.
They don't get Nathan.
They don't get Nathan.
Yeah, they don't get Nathan.
I fucked it up already.
Like the Biggie song.
They don't get Nathan.
Those are the ones that I like because they don't get Nathan.
Oh yeah.
The penetration, unless it smells like sanitation. Garbage, I turn like doorknobs.
Hard thrive.
Forever.
Black and ugly as ever. I'm glad to be on here. They don't get Nathan.
What up, though, fam?
What's up?
Good to see you, man. Again,
glad to be here.
Most definitely.
Impromptu shit. We didn't plan this. I just said, what's up?
No, shit. I wasn't supposed to start the podcast, and you was like, motherfucker, do it. It's time to put in some work. So
let's get it, nigga. You one of my favorite niggas, so I'm like, all right, let me go do Nate shit. And now that I know, I'm glad, nigga. This was all supposed to happen.
Hey, motivate the shit out of me. So what's been up, man?
Nigga working, planning something special for my birthday weekend, man. Coming up August 6th through the 8th. So stay tapped in with me. All the details will come out with that, man. Specials finna happen, comedy. You know, kids is good. I got my babies for the summer, bro, and it's just everything good, man.
Can't complain.
No, I can't complain at all. Everything going the way it's supposed to, bro.
That's what's up. Up.
Everything.
Today is the official day the governor actually ended COVID.
She cured it, I guess, right?
It actually ended today. No mask, no nothing.
Yeah, I went to the store before I came here. It was no mask, no nothing. Niggas was in there and motherfuckers was coughing and wasn't nobody tripping. It was like, it's 98 all over again, my nigga.
So you still wearing yours or no?
I keep it on me just because I don't know what other people going to be on. I don't have a problem putting it on.
You ever get ready to walk up into a place and you see somebody walk in, you be like, nah, let me put my mask on.
Yeah, it's certain motherfuckers you like, if anybody got it, your sick ass got it.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie, I judge motherfuckers like, yo sick ass got it, and I'm not gonna fuck with you.
So, I don't know.
What you been up to? You been grinding? You been going out?
I've been trying to hit a couple of spots here and there, but I'm still trying to, get all this set up. But I still got a microphone and a camera, so I don't. I still sit and record some stuff.
Well, that's sweet. You got your own platform, so
yeah.
Even if you don't, nigga, go out, you can always come down here and my guy, you got a whole production studio down here, so it's like, why would you not, nigga?
I'll be working something out. So, with COVID, it don't seem like nobody really stopped fucking.
Oh no, I kept fucking. I was tongue kissing and everything. I did none of that shit, Nate. I was tongue kissing and fucking, nigga, like I was 17 again. Like I just started getting pussy.
You for real?
Yes.
So did you meet anybody new, or was somebody you already knew?
Somebody I already knew.
So it was like,
so I was like motherfuckers I already knew.
They probably don't got COVID. They seem cool.
But they was nurses too. So it was like,
damn.
But they was in the field.
That's winning. But they got this tube up their nose like every day.
They do, but nigga, that shit ain't. Sometimes that shit don't be like, nigga, instantaneous. So that bitch could have got tested and then she come over here.
To you and you.
So
boom,
and nigga, they were in the field. Nigga, it wasn't like they was working their desk. They was in there dealing with the people.
He was in the mix of it.
And I was just and I think God bless me. Was I scared?
Yeah.
I think I was just too stupid. I should have been scared. Like, I should have been dealing with it more safe. You know what I'm saying, nigga? It was like no condom, nigga, no semen. It was like, we going crazy. We going crazy, my nigga. But nobody brand spanking knew.
No condom. No,
mate, not at all. No, it's like, nigga, if the world finna come to an end, nigga, like, shit.
Give me COVID, AIDS, herpes, fuck, I'm going out with all of it.
Yeah, nigga, if I'm gonna get COVID, fuck it, let me go ahead and take HIV too. Else. If I'm gonna take the 19, nigga, go and give me the HIV. Ronnie, Bobby, you know what I'm saying? That Bell HIV DeVoe, nigga, fuck it. Like, nigga, like, and I'm seeing now, nigga, like, I think everybody is sexed out and, like, alcohol alcoholics now. I'm hearing myself.
So people
weird.
might be.
Can you turn me off down a little bit? I hear myself.
So people might be tired from fucking.
I don't know if they tired of fucking, but I just know people are. It's new nymphomaniacs and it's new alcoholics. Cause I'm just looking on my timeline and everybody is just off Casamigos and like nigga, George Clooney is a billionaire off this shit.
What the hell is Casamigos?
That's the new tequila. George Clooney got a tequila where he sold it. Casamigos. That's the shit these young bitches are.
You gotta be kidding me. I think somebody gave me some of that at my grandson's birthday party. I think that's what that girl gave me. Cause a little skinny bottle.
Yep, little whoop and a little neck on it. Yep, a little neck on it. And it looked like some cheap shit, but nah, nigga, it's George Clooney's tequila. Him and his friend created it, and then he just sold it, or he either sold it like a year or two ago for $1 billion. And the nigga getting money, dog. But I've been fucking and drinking during the pandemic, and I had to slow down. You wasn't fucking over the pandemic? Over the panty? It was called a panty.
I was locked down.
So
it was kind of, we was beefing because she gone now. So it was like,
oh yeah, you had a whole situation,
an argument, coochie and argument. I spent a lot of time in the basement.
So nigga,
I spent a lot of time in the basement.
So from the point that it started to now that our governor has allowed us to be free, you ain't got no new pussy or any pussy in the middle of this.
I got some possibles.
No, I'm saying you didn't even get none. You didn't receive none?
Oh, no.
Wow.
No.
Well, stories about COVID, when you talk to your great grandkids, ain't gonna be shit. I'm gonna tell them niggas I survived. I was fucking. 3 niggas tried to rob me, and I pulled his mask off, and he died instantly. Like, I already got my story told. Like Total Recall. The nigga ran up on me, I just snatched his mask off.
Like, for real?
Coughed to death and died.
Find somebody look up their death record and be like, yeah, that was him.
Yep.
It's like, it's for real. I found the
Snatched
death
that
record.
Like, we couldn't even go outside, nigga. It was like Total Recall.
Nah, I could look. I had I was driving for Lyft, and I had like a girl like 5 o'clock in the morning. She was high on meth, and she showed me her titties. She was like, you got one of them vroom vroom cars,
okay,
like one of them Charger cars. And I was like, yeah. And she was like, make it go vroom vroom. I'll show you my titties. And it was like 5 o'clock in the morning. And I was like, I need whatever I can get.
Like 5 in the morning.
But it was like cars. It was like a car right in front of me, so I only had like 2 car lifts. So I just gave it like a light vroom vroom. Wow. She lifted it up. I said, let me turn on the light.
What was the titties looking like?
It was nice.
They was all right?
She was only like 32 years old.
White girl?
Mixed
girl put her titties out because you went real quick.
She was blow. It was her birthday.
How you know she was high off meth and wasn't something else?
I don't know. She was high off. No, she said I just popped one of them X. She said I popped one of them X. I just need to go up to the gas station real quick.
Oh, so she off a pill. So okay, so because meth, I thought meth fucked you up.
Yeah, she was. No, it was one of them X pills.
She was off some pills.
Yeah,
and she just needed to go to the store.
She had shot up to the gas station get some more blunt wraps. She was like, I guess she was like up all. She was like, I've been up all night, and I'm about to keep going. It was like 5 o'clock in the morning. I thought I was at the projects. I thought I might get carjacked. I was like, this might be a setup.
You ain't try to fuck with her for like.
I had to make money. I was driving for Lyft. I wanted to turn the app off. I was thinking about turning the app off, but I was just like, she in the projects. This might be more trouble. No, you got to make money.
Good ass story. And you your own boss too, nigga. So it's like, I think I'm gonna take some time off and see what's up with this meth head. She pulling her titties out, nigga. Yeah, you burning out.
I took that for what it was worth. I just need that little 5-hour energy. That was worth a little 5-hour energy shot.
That recharged your pussy bar. Like I saw some titties.
That was a nice little energy shot.
How you know
right
she was 32?
She told me.
Well, damn, y'all had that much time to like bond and connect.
Yo, it was a nice little trip to the gas station, about a mile or 2.
I ain't mad at you. That's some shit. That Lyft, bro. I mean, you don't feel weird having a stranger behind you, like not knowing what they capable of?
I do, but if you try something, I'm gonna crash the car.
So that's already your plan. Like, I'm gonna flip this bitch over.
I'm a Marine. We about to, yeah. And most people don't wear their seatbelt. So you coming over into the front seat, then I'm gonna fuck you up. Because my airbag coming out, you coming over the front seat. It's party time now.
He says party time. I've trained for this my whole life.
I'm gonna fuck you up.
Like in Chucky, when Chucky tried to choke the mama or the sister when he threw the bag over the head, I always think about that. Like, how am I gonna get out that situation when I see you pop the bag and shit like that? Mm-hmm. Nigga, that's called Grace Under Fire.
Yeah, you just crashed the car.
He said you just crashed the car.
Right into a pole.
What if you ain't got no insurance?
I don't give a fuck.
I'd rather die.
I want to beat your ass.
He said,
for trying to kill me. I don't fuck you
this
up.
nigga Nate drove Lyft just for this. He was, I want this to happen. Let a motherfucker get crazy in my shit. I'm gonna flip this bitch over.
I picked up the one girl the other day. She crazy, right? Like I usually drive my Trailblazer. That's I don't give a fuck. But it was broke, so I'm riding in my Charger. It was nice. Come on now.
Yeah.
She hop in. She on the west side. She got to go all the way to the Chrysler plant on Jefferson. She hop in. She sit in the back. This bitch made 2 violations. She took her mask off.
Okay.
Then she started eating the burrito. I was like, I smelled the burrito when she got it. I was like, you know, some people smell like food because their house smell like food. I was like, she smell like a burrito. And she got in. Next thing you know, I looked in the mirror and she hunched down behind the seat like a gopher or a squirrel or something. And I was like, is you eating in my car? And she was like, huh? Wow. I said, you can't be eating in my car. And then she kept eating. I turned around.
Yeah.
Like, bitch, we only in the second block. She tearing the burrito up. I turned around. She was like, oh, you gonna take me back home? I thought you was joking. I said, you thought I was joking? I did about 70 miles an hour down her block.
Wow.
Get the fuck. Get out my car.
Get your burrito.
That was a nice ride. That was about $20.
Oh, so she still had to pay for that?
Nah, I missed $20.
Oh, the ride itself.
But you eating in my shit.
So are those your rules or those Lyft rules?
There's Lyft rules and my rules.
So, okay, so.
You at least ask to eat in somebody's shit.
You don't get in there and just start.
Motherfuckers get my. One dude got my car. He still had the cigarette lit.
Oh, he tripping.
That one dude, he was crazy.
Yeah, he tripping. You just don't smoke no cigarette, nigga. You can't even, you got to ask.
He crazy.
You got to offer a nigga one like, hey, bro, you want a cigarette? And then that nigga be like, nah, ain't no smoking here. Who just get in a nigga car and start blowing?
I done met all kind of people. Meth. The one guy, he shot up.
And you say, what happened?
He shot up.
In front of you?
In the back seat.
Did you make that nigga get out?
I couldn't.
Why you?
I was too far committed into the ride.
Oh, so
it was a long ride.
He waited to do it.
We was on 8 Mile in DeQuinder. We got the 10 Mile DeQuinder. He's like, I gotta go back, and he changed the ride and added a stop, and we went back to 7 Mile DeQuinder. As soon as we pulled up in front of the house, that's when the curtain opened up, and I was like, "This is a dope house." I said, "What the fuck, dude? You done brought me to a dope house, a white dude."
Yeah.
Then he got his dope, and then we shooting back up DeQuinder, and then he called his boss and he told him, hey man, that Lyft guy, boy, he was coming to get me, and then he just canceled the ride. Yeah, I'm still at home, waiting for it right now. As soon as I get it, I'll be there. I'm driving like, what the fuck?
Wow.
And then he told me how his boss gave him a car, and he just got to get it registered. He ain't got it registered yet.
So I got a whole car.
Gave him a whole car.
Damn, his boss being taken advantage of. Whoever that is, man, I hope you watching this podcast, man. They don't get Nathan because you too kind to that motherfucker, man. He lying to you about he
Dude,
can't get to work.
I was like, white people be winning.
Yeah.
You winning. And then he was like, what would you do if people had sex on your seats? I was like, what the fuck is you talking about, dude? I supposed to clean somebody come off my seat? He was like, yeah, you right. Probably not. And then he was like, you know what, man? I'm just going to do this and I'm going to tip you. And I was like, what? I was like, what is it? And next thing you know, I looked up and he was upside down in the back seat.
Upside down?
Upside down. His head was where his feet was supposed to be, and his feet was almost touching my ceiling.
Yeah.
And he just kept saying, I'm looking for something. I'm looking for something.
Uh-huh.
I think he shot up like upside down so I wouldn't see him, and then he turned back over.
Maybe it hit his system faster if he shoot it in him upside down. Wow, bro. That's crazy.
I dropped him off at the gas station, and I had to do the loop around. There's a lot of traffic. He went in the gas station and shot up again before he walked across the street and went to work.
Wow.
That motherfucker shot up twice in 15 minutes.
That meth must not be good like that if you got to shoot up that often. A 15-minute high?
I don't know. Maybe he was going to work and he wanted a double shot.
This motherfucker.
You want to give a double shot to make sure it lasts.
Like it's espresso. This nigga say he turned upside down in my car. You don't have a camera in your car just to like.
I went and got one after that.
Wow, I would like to see that because now I'm trying to imagine why did he flip over and why you didn't turn. I would have pulled right the fuck over.
Dude, I was on 16 mile in DeQuinder.
Man,
I was taking them to 18 mile. So I'm there.
That was a good little drive.
It was another $20 ride. I would have lost the whole 20 and been stuck out there in no man's land with no way to get back.
I'd have been too nervous. That motherfucker was doing too much for me. He did a whole cartwheel in the back seat.
I should. I was as soon as he got out of the car, I was like, "Why you thought a junkie was gonna give you a tip?" I was like, "Why you thought you from the streets? Where you get that from, fool?" I was like, man, I don't know. Part of me just wanted to get it over with.
Do he just shoot up in every car, or did you just seem cool enough to be like, man, this dude let me shoot up in this car?
I think it's one of them things.
Yeah, I think he just got that face.
He's a cool black dude. He's a cool black dude. You're a veteran? My dad was a veteran. All that shit come out.
Hey, that shit wild, bro. I can't believe that even hey, now I just want to so that had to be the wildest shit you've experienced, right? Like a motherfucker junkie shooting up in your car. Cause I thought the burrito story was gonna be the coup de grace, but then you hit me with the
that and the one girl in Brightmoor, she beat her neighbor up.
Okay.
And then thought I was gonna give her a ride.
She beat her neighbor, but you was the getaway nigga?
I'll pull up in front of the house and I'm waiting for her to come out, and I see a guy and a girl walking down the street and they looking at their phone. I'm like, okay, that must be them. And they got to go in the house and do something. Then they gonna come out. Soon as they start getting towards their door, the apartments is connected to each other and shit right up there of Burt Road by that school. Those apartments over there in Brightmoor. And so as soon as they got by the door, she came out and she was like, bitch, and she just grabbed the girl, pushed her in the house, and all you heard was bitch, boop, boop, boop. And the dude was like, what you doing? And the girl was like, what, bitch? She was like, bitch, boop, boop, boop. So then another lady came out the house and she went in there and she was like, stop and get off it. She was like, no, bitch, boop, 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 boop. And I'm like, what the fuck going on? Who I'm supposed to be picking up? This is crazy. Why she beating my passenger up like that?
Wow.
And then the lady dragged the fighter girl out the house, and she was like, no, bitch, fuck that bitch. I'll beat that bitch ass. And she was like, you got to go to work. Get in the car. You got to go to work. She's like, fuck that bitch. She's like, you got to go to work. Get in the car. She said, fuck that bitch. She said, bitch, you got to go to work. And when she called her a bitch, she stopped and looked and said, who you talking to?
Wow.
And she said, I'm just saying, you got to go to work. And she said, but that bitch. And then that's when she started walking towards my car. And I said, the devil ain't getting in my shit. Hell I hit the cancel button and I pulled off.
Hell no.
And guess what she said? Hey, bitch. I was like, yeah, that's you.
You did the right shit. She'd have got in your car. I got the tripping.
Only thing she would have did was talk about beating that girl ass the whole ride. That'd have been a whole ride down the match. She was going to Mastrodoni. I know from Burt Road to Mastrodoni. That's about 3-4 exits down the beach daily. Whatever. I don't want to listen to your shit for 10 fucking minutes. That would have gave me a bad energy.
That's what it would have been, bro. You drove up on some shit. I'm glad you caught it before it all.
Bad fucking energy.
It all played out. God damn, man. That's crazy, dog.
Yeah. Besides that, people that stank. That's it.
Just a lot of motherfuckers that stink and some aggressive fighting motherfuckers and a dope fiend and a bitch who like burritos. You should write a book, bro, a tell-all. Before they do it, somebody gonna write a book, but you should definitely write a whole tell-all book about all the people you've seen in the cars.
Yeah, I didn't see a couple.
But definitely get a camera in there so I can watch it if you can't put it out. Because they got to sign a release form. You can't just put people's shit out there, right? Or when they get in your car, it's like fair use at this point.
Mm-hmm.
Blur the fuck out their face.
Fair use.
And go viral on their ass.
You ain't had no hecklers? No out of control hecklers? I know you shut a motherfucker down, but
all the time. I just recently had one out in Flint.
So people still testing you, huh?
They don't know me yet.
Oh, see, okay.
Yeah.
Slept though.
Yeah.
So slept though.
They don't know me yet, man. So it's just like
what happened in Flint?
They think they can try motherfuckers, and I mean they didn't even try me. I got a hero complex, Nate. So it's like I was a guest. not a guest. I was a judge in this comedy competition that RJ Leary put together. So I'm just out there, and then I was also supposed to perform. So I'm watching them judging this show, and these amateur comedians, and it was this guy in the crowd, an uncle, old ass nigga, and you could tell that. And he had his phone out the whole time, kind of going live and heckling people while they was on stage. So this was him being like, "Oh, I'm funny too." Spot. Yeah. So he's sitting there talking shit, fucking with people, and it just was pissing me off. Like, okay, you got one in, you got a big laugh. I hate that because when they feel like that, he felt he was Chappelle at that point. He was like, I'm the funniest nigga in here. So I'm sitting here, and I don't think he knew I was going up. He don't know. No, like I said, we was just there. They didn't even say who the judges was because they wanted to keep it a secret. And then I was supposed to do a set at like towards the end while they was doing the votes. So I went up, and he had left. I did my set, and then I was like, am I gonna talk shit about this nigga even though he ain't in here? And I did it anyway, and the crowd knew who I was talking about, and I was just railing his ass. And then he came back in while I was coming down, like somebody was like, "Hey, Jacob, they in there talking shit about you."
Somebody went and got him.
Yeah, somebody went and got him.
Hey,
and then the nigga come back in there like I was supposed to back down. By that time, I got off stage. So then he came back. I'm like, fuck it, nigga. Let me get back on this bitch. So I got back and just did another 5 minutes on his ass. And then like the video up on my Instagram and it's on my Facebook, I believe. He on stage, and I kind of just binked his ass for
he came up there.
He came on the stage. And I just binked him for like 5 more minutes and just was murdering him. Then people like, give him the mic. And I'm like, no, he didn't need no mic before when he was yelling. So do it now. But he can fuck with these young niggas, these amateurs. But you know what I'm saying? A nigga who out here really into it, who really with it, who about that life for real. I'm like, nigga, you can't get off. So I was just binking him up. But it's just, man, it just stay around, man. What we do is something that people feel like they can do, and it's easier to get the laughs when you sitting there and somebody ain't getting them. When now you took him and he got on stage and then they heard him just as good as they did when he sitting down. He said some shit that wasn't funny. It's like, nigga, it ain't different when they were expecting you to do something. Like what Mike Tyson say, everybody got a plan until you get punched in the face. He wasn't getting punched in the face. He was sitting down talking shit, fucking with amateurs.
Throwing little jabs and shit and then out the dark.
Yeah, nigga who really living like that came up there and he was like, yeah, let me chill down. But, it come with the game, bro. That shit, don't nothing surprise me in this comedy shit no more, dog. I'm about to get on my soapbox. I'm more frustrated with the OG comedians, the ones that I look up to, complaining about people stealing jokes.
It's at some point it come with the game,
but if they don't, people don't be stealing, Nate. It be people have similar premises, and they act like when you started doing comedy and when you was 18 and then now you 30. Now this 18-year-old come in the game and they living their life, and then they fuck around turning 30 and now you fucking 60. Yeah. They are going to experience some of the shit that you experienced as a 20, 25, 27, 28-year-old person living in Michigan or anywhere in the world. But in my heart of hearts, I feel like a lot of them are talking that shit because they trying to play defense in this game, and they feel like the young niggas is catching up and they no longer the top dog no more. And it's like, dog, just like, I feel like they trying to stifle people's growth by telling somebody, nigga, you got a joke about a broom? You can't talk about a broom because I got a joke about a broom. Even though your joke about a broom goes completely somewhere else, Nate. Yeah. But wait a minute, that nigga said broom? Nigga, I got a broom joke. And I don't like it. I don't like it, Nate. It bothers me, man.
So but that's, what do you think the reason is? Because if you got material, then that's old material is done. You move on to your new, like Kevin Hart, Bill Burr, and people like that. Once they do a stand-up special, you can't go back out on the road and do that no more. So you kind of like,
a lot of these OGs ain't got new shit. They
when is it done to be, moved? So if you ain't got no more, then
you can't talk about brooms, because I talk about brooms.
See,
and they stifling the young comedians' growth. Like, you're not allowing them to be creative, and you almost stagnate your whole the scene here. If everybody got to sit back because, you can't talk about do-rags because I talk about bonnets and it's similar, then how's this young comedian ever gonna grow at all? Everything. Now you tiptoeing and scared to say anything. And hey, do somebody say something about this?
They better not get to that.
Oh, they been like that. They had a comedian shook.
But some of them kind of I seen a couple of them. They kind of fearless. Like I ain't trying to hear what you old heads talking about.
I've been on that, but for whatever reason they never came at me. But I've seen them get at certain comedians that they don't like and try that shit, and I just don't like it at all. Like stealing a joke to me is every word, not exactly every word, but verbatim enough to be like
you can finish it with you sitting in the audience.
It's like, nigga, you took that joke
you can finish
from Joe Smo, and I know that. But if somebody go up there and they got a similar joke, they got a similar premise and it's headed in a direction, and they go somewhere else, that's not stealing. That's just two people got a joke about Nextel cell phones.
I remember when I first started. A couple of comedians had a joke about what their car sounded like.
Oh, yeah.
When you start the car up and it don't sound, everybody had a different sound, but everybody joke went a different way after that.
Yeah.
And you was like, and then people kind of got mad. Was like, well, I got the car that make a sound joke, but it was like they go different ways because y'all. And everybody kind of had a beef, and I was like,
Nigga, I remember I had a joke about having sex with old women. Everybody got a joke what it's like fucking old woman.
Yeah.
And I hate that joke, and I hated it then, but it was like, oh, he got a joke about fucking an old lady.
At some point, you're going to say the worms.
Mine was named Gladys. His was named Estelle. His was named Gertrude. It was like...
Yeah, and everybody going to say they got the worms.
The worms, long titties, and you can suck them from the back. And she listened to old music, Metamucil, da-da-da-da-da. But it's like, nigga, let people grow. Like, how long you think he gonna do this joke before he throw it out and never use it again? Because a lot of times it just be like, all right, that's funny. Niggas got shit jokes, and it's like, nigga, you think a nigga gonna carry a shit joke for 10 years? Like, nigga, no, you grow. You go for the low hanging fruit when you first start. You know what I'm saying? You go for that low hanging fruit when you first start, and then once you become a better comedian or a better whatever you do, you grow and you understand like it's a better way to go about this, and I wanna get there with a different approach, and people respect how I come with it. But
you learn more of your own personal touch.
That's what I'm saying.
You learn more of your personal touch.
It just bothers me. It's almost like bullying to a certain extent. It's like when you hear a comedian get a big laugh with a certain joke, now you like, well, I got a joke like that. It's like you don't even say that no more. And this comedian literally got here 2 years ago. They didn't see you on BET Comic View. They didn't see you on Def Jam. They didn't see you on none of them shows that you was on. This is just a thought he had because he's here. We all exist in this space, and we all pulling from the same pool of inspiration.
Hot dog water.
Come on, bro.
Please, I don't ever want to hear anybody use the word stale hot dog water. Everybody has used it. I hate it. I hate it.
Yeah.
I hate the stale hot dog water joke.
Yeah.
Pussy smell like stale hot dog. House smell like stale hot dog. Shoes smell like. Feet smell like. Everything smell like stale hot dog water.
Hey, you know what I'm saying, bro.
And hot dog water, stale hot dog water don't actually stink.
It ain't that bad. It just sounds. It's just funny to say. It's way funnier to say is hot dog water.
Yeah.
But like that, you say certain shit get to a point where it becomes stock. And for the people who don't know what comedy, like we getting real nerdy with the comedy shit right now.
It's stock.
Stock is something that's just around that you can just say like if somebody come in there and he look like a thug, you be like you ain't even here for the show. You looking for an alibi. That's a stock joke anybody can say, but believe somebody is gonna say that's my joke. But in reality, that's somebody who started this shit back in the day with Groucho Marx in them, and it just rolled up, and now we all using it. But that's their joke.
Everybody used the joke as kids. Your mama or your grandmama wear combat boots. Come on. Then you just switch it to your sister, to your auntie. The
person who would look crazy in some combat boots is who you would put in there.
Yeah, and it's standard. Everybody. That's what we used when we used to crack jokes in elementary school and middle school. We used to get together and start jokes, and it's like, who gonna start? They're like, you start. Then everybody would always just be like, well, your mom wear combat boots. And everybody
that was a throw out.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Just to get things going.
Just to get it popping. I'm gonna throw it off with an old classic, an old faithful. But I really think a lot of the older the comedians that's doing this, they kind of just intimidated by the youth that's coming in, and they trying to fight the wave as opposed to like embracing it and being an OG, and then maybe taking some of that energy and then help you create more, as opposed to you trying to be like this dictator or this person over like that's trying to run comedy. Such and such got a joke like that. Such and such got a joke like that. And he say this and she say that. It's like, dog, fall back and let people just be creative. If it's not verbatim, then why are we having a discussion? Don't come to me when somebody got a joke that sort of sound like somebody's stuff. Let that ride. And who are you to do it? If that person ain't tripping about it, who are you?
Oh, yeah. People speaking on other. Oh.
Yeah, it ain't even them. They'll be like, oh, that's Nate joke. And you know what I'm saying? And Nate don't give a fuck because Nate's somewhere doing his thing, and Nate got 100 other things to talk about.
If you progressing, then you kind of leave it alone, and somebody would have to kind of like put it in your ear, and it's like, it ain't. But I heard of a couple of people. I heard of somebody stealing somebody's jokes, and I was like, ooh, they're gonna be beefed out because. And then they end up being cool and on the show together. And I was like, oh, well, I guess that's the end of that.
You know, a lot of that stuff be, all right, who is this dude? And, all right, he can have the joke because he ain't doing it on TV and he ain't getting as much money as me on the road probably doing it. So it ain't nothing to really trip about. And if you confident in your shit, it's like, honestly, he can have the joke or she can have the joke because if he needed more than I do or she needed more than I do because I'm going to make more. I can create other stuff like, nigga, I hate my jokes after about 3 months anyway. After I done said them, and they probably don't even be done all the way. Like, nigga.
I don't even make it to the stage to tell mine before I get bored and think they owe.
It's
stupid because you're never gonna get anywhere.
Yeah, you be bullshit.
I totally get it. You see the board? I totally get it. But it's something I gotta, because I'm like, think of it now and then go tell it tonight and then tomorrow do something else, and then it's like, but you never get to work on nothing. But it's like so much shit keep coming in my head. I don't.
And bro, you burning through probably like 2-3 hours worth of shit that you could have had. Like you could have developed, like bro, you could develop about 5 or 6 different sets by now, bro. To the point where
that's what that is.
That's what I'm saying.
That's what.
Well, I'm gonna tell you like this, dog.
Yeah.
That's the reason I'm over here fucking with you like this now. I'm about to get you on your comedy shit because you already got this down here. As much as you want to act like it, I think you doing this to distract you from that shit. This shit probably straight, nigga. These cameras are 2 different colors. Niggas don't give a fuck about this. You can tighten this up like that. I already
been to therapy, bro.
Nigga,
I already been to therapy. I already been to therapy.
A trip to Best Buy to fix the fucking camera. You running from that comedy shit, and we gonna tighten that up. We gonna tighten that up, nigga. I promise you, we gonna have you back out in this bitch. Guaranteed.
COVID slowed me down. I was so ready, but COVID slowed me down.
It's dead now, nigga. We freed in the bitch.
COVID slowed me down.
Nigga, this our Juneteenth right here, nigga.
One of my things was I wanted to be accepted, and I feel like I didn't get accepted. So you kind of have to like fall back and be like, well, what do I do now?
In comedy?
Yeah.
It's a game full of weirdos. Everybody that do comedy is the person who automatically stands out from the crowd. So it's like to even be like, I want to be accepted by a bunch of motherfuckers who aren't accepted and come do this thing. Like
no, with black comics, everybody cool. See, when I started off, I didn't know where none of the black spots was at. I know no black comedians, so I started off at Joey's.
Yeah.
So I was just knew Joey's, Mark Ridley's, and any white person that would plug me for something. I did that.
Parts and shit like that. Yeah.
I looked up B's Comedy Kitchen, and I went to B's Comedy Kitchen. And when I got downtown, I was like, this is all vacant. This is before they built all the new houses and all that. Back when the B's is just the old building. And I drove down there because I looked on the internet and all I seen was like yellow pages. And they was like B's Comedy Kitchen. And I went downtown. And I was like, yeah, I'm about to go to B's and we about to start this. This like 07, 08.
Okay.
And I drove down there and it was all vacant and lots and nothing down there like right off Jefferson. I was like, well, I guess this ain't popping. Mm. So when I finally met Jay Alexander. I was messing with this chick in Highland Park, and he had Zorba's, a little club he had up in Zorba's.
Oh yeah.
And he had a flyer on the liquor store, and I was like, "That's where I'm going. That's where I'm getting in." And I started messing with him, and that's how I get in. And once I got around black people, I was like, I was feeling that, that Eddie Murphy, that Chris Rock, that whole back in the day when all the comedians were together. When they show that picture of all the comedians together, I was like, ooh, when we get together, this camaraderie, this brotherhood with the brothers, ooh. And they was like, weird, nigga. I was like, what you mean?
It can be like that.
I was like, what you mean? They was like, just keep performing, and then somebody gonna book you. Just keep showing up. I did like 6 years everywhere, middle of the night. I'm with Gemini at after hour spots.
Yeah,
bitch is stripping, and I'm like, stop the music. It's time to tell some jokes. I was trying to go up after Kool-Aid.
Say, put them titties up. I got some shit to say.
I was trying to go up after Kool-Aid, and they was like, you don't go up after the headliner. I was like, what's the headliner? The last guy? They was like, yeah, that's the headliner. And I was like, but I still got some more jokes, and the crowd, they want some more. And they was like, no, dude, the show's over after the headliner. I was like, ugh. Yeah. I used to be hungry. Nobody started fucking with me. I was like, oh.
But
I kind of lost it. It's like, because I got so confused. I was like,
so why did it make you stop fucking with the white world?
I was,
or not going hard in the white world?
Thank you. That's what my girl told me. She was like, well, go back to where you was from. And then Joey's closed.
Yeah, rest in peace to Joey.
Oh, shit.
But nigga, you still.
And then it got hard. It got hard to get into Mark Ridley's.
Yeah,
and I was like, ugh. And then I remembered all of Detroit comics that made it from here. That's famous. Spanky and the guy from Key and Peele and whatnot. I was like, nobody never got to bring their friends with them.
Oh, yeah.
So whoever booked you or didn't book you, was cool with you, when Hollywood say you or whoever say you can't take nobody with you.
Not
so
instant, not at first, but just to get what you saying, like, yeah.
So
I
who do you really need? You don't really need to kiss
it's just you.
motherfuckers' ass.
You don't. Like, I came in the game, like, not looking for friends. I just happened to just genuinely meet good motherfuckers that I'm like, all right, this somebody I'm going to bop with for a minute. And I'm going to look out for them as much as I can. You know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't got much juice now, but the little juice that I do got, all right, I'm going to plug. Hey, they booking here, or come do my show, or come do this and get seen by my audience. And then the people who fuck with me in my circle will start fucking with you. And then you'll develop your own. Because like I said, in any crowd, you can find a slice of people that fuck with you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's all a pie chart. If this is 100% of my crowd, you just want to at least come get 10% of these motherfuckers to fuck with you to add to your pie. So when I see and hear that, I just never came into this bitch looking for nobody to be my friend or to fuck with them like that, nigga. I was just on my shit. It was like, nigga, I'm just here to be funny. I'm here for the audience and all the extra shit. I don't need to smoke weed with you, nigga. I don't know you. I don't drink, nigga. I don't think the hoes you like is cute. I'm just here to do my thing, nigga, and be funny. And I got a car, so I don't need you niggas to pick me up and take me nowhere. And I'll go up first. I'll go up second. I just would like to go up, and I'll leave immediately after this. And that's just what I came in on. I just didn't need to be accepted by nobody.
See, but I say I was waiting. See, at some point you progress. And to progress, you got to get booked. Somebody got to book you for something somewhere. Then you be like, ooh, I'm booked on the show. Even if they be like, you ain't getting paid. Or just come up there and do 2 minutes. Nobody asked me to come do 2 minutes. They didn't ask me to hold the door.
Then you should have made your own shows. You should have started booking your own
shows.
But
I thought about that, and I was like, well, if ain't nobody invite me to shit, if I ask somebody to come, who gonna come? But okay, I know I kind of figure out at Detroit, you kind of like got to pay your way in too.
I mean, yeah, like if you got money, niggas gonna show up. If Nate booking a room, they gonna start booking Nate just because they like, all right, if I book Nate, Nate'll book me. And then niggas will come to your room if you have money. Like you say, if you're like, hey, bro, I got a $50 spot for you, come through. Nigga, come pick up your $50. And then that's just how it is. It ain't like you buying friends. It's just these niggas really need money. So they not going to turn your show down. And it's a mic. So they going to show up and whatever. Like, I came in.
I figure, like, why do it if nobody ain't fucking with you?
Because you want to build your own audience. Like, now I know. When I was doing that, when I would start doing my own shows, I wish I would have focused more on building an audience, because bro, I was selling out shows when I first started comedy just because I wanted more stage time. I'm thinking more stage time make me funnier, but had I known what I know now, that audience that I had, I would have kept up with them, which they probably did through social media, but I would continue to do that to build my audience and still get funnier. I was more focused on getting funny and not even focusing on the business part of it. Yeah. So had you just been like, all right, I'm gonna book. I know Foolish ain't fucking with me, but shit, I got 150 for Foolish. Come down. He gonna do my room. My audience gonna come through, and I'm gonna build an audience. It's gonna go from 15 to 30 people. Now I got Kool-Aid coming. Then it's gonna go to motherfucking 45. And now you damn near got 70 people coming to your show, and you ain't never been on BT, HBO, nothing. But they just fucking with you because they like, I came for Foolish, but now I'm gonna stay because I fuck with Nate. And then people gotta fuck with you once you get some type of influence. Like once they feel like you can bring people somewhere, they fucking with you.
See, I thought everybody just be like, nah. I thought everybody would just be like, nah.
It would be some niggas that do that who don't. I mean, some people don't, but most of these
Once
people
you
need money.
start throwing
And
out the cash.
I'm only naming foolish in them because them was big names. I ain't saying they was fucked up, but I'm saying niggas ain't turning no money down.
Once
to
you
come
throw out
talk
the cash,
some shit.
everybody goes.
Yeah, it's like nigga.
I don't fuck with that nigga, but he paying. Let me go get this money real quick.
Yeah, like nigga, ain't nobody turning nothing down. If I ain't doing shit and you hit me up and be like, hey, I got $100 for you or $75. Back in the day, niggas was coming. So I think that's what you should have did. But now with hindsight is 2020. Fuck all that. I'm just saying that we gonna get you. I think you really need to just get on your stand up shit. You got every other thing on all the other shit you did is just gonna propel your comedy, because comedy is really gonna be the thing that's gonna be like, all right, bet you've built your audience. Now you ain't gotta tailor your shit, because what you talk about your audience gonna fuck with. You a hip hop nigga, you know a lot about the military nigga, just life experiences, being a grown ass nigga, a homeowner. And your audience will, nigga, your tribe gonna find you. And nigga, you can go ahead and put together our special, because it's motherfuckers who want to hear our what you gotta say.
For sure. I appreciate it.
Nigga, I'm just telling you. So all that shit we gonna bring to life, nigga.
I'm working on it.
All these little motherfucking presentation boards you done took from these school kids. They like, ain't no more, what's that shit they write? Ain't no more cardboard. Some grown nigga keep taking it.
Yeah, I got a lot. I
can't
say
do no science fair projects fucking with you.
Yeah, I can say one thing about my ex, because I was so kind of so scatterbrained with it.
Yeah.
She helped me like go through my life, and that's like
she served her purpose.
That's my life. Yeah,
Sound
that's my life with dating, with family jokes, and we just like went through it. I gotta appreciate it. When I was talking and telling my jokes over the years, she actually paid attention to it. So when we sat down, we just
I really had a girl did that. The last
like help you with comedy,
like try, like the one I was the most recent one. She literally was like, "This that you said was funny. This was funny. This was funny." But it was like I had freestyled all that, so I was like, "Yeah, it was funny because I just made it up."
Mm-hmm.
So I know it sounds kind of weird, but it was like all the stuff you said worked because I kind of just was in my bag and I made it work. And she was kind of, she didn't really do nothing. She was just trying. It was cute.
The encouragement is wonderful, though.
Oh, nigga, A+ gold star, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Premium package, enterprise customer, nigga. Like, yeah, she was the shit. I was like, yeah, you did that. You didn't have to say nothing. So that's crazy. So she helped you.
The first time I did comedy, the girl I was dating, I cried.
Cried? Why?
First, I cried because I bombed.
Okay.
I thought I was gonna kill it. I was over 14 and I-75.
14 and I-75. So that was some mainstream shit.
Yeah, up there by the mall, and I bombed.
Oh, I think I know what you're talking about. That was called Wisecracker.
It was a little small spot.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
Only for a minute.
It's downstairs.
Yeah, downstairs.
Exactly
I met. That was one of the first times I met Darius.
Yep, that's why I met the guy. It was either called Wise Guys or something, but I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, I went down there, and the big light like that was in my face, and I couldn't see the crowd, and I told my first joke, and I got a chuckle. You hear that little chuckle, and they chuckle, and I just like blinked out, and I was like, "Yeah, this comedy shit is for me."
Yeah.
And I told my next two jokes in like under a minute.
Yeah.
I whizzed through them, and nobody laughed, and I stood there for a minute, and I just walked out, and I was like, that's a fucking nightmare. And I hopped in the car, and I driving, and I was crying, and I said, your life is over, you're a loser.
Wow.
You thought you were so funny. You ain't Seinfeld. You ain't Richard Pryor. You ain't shit. You're a fucking loser. What the fuck you gonna do with your life? And I thought about it, and I was like, don't you gotta go to work at Budco tomorrow? I was like, yeah, you do.
That's so
But I had totally lost it. I was like, your life is over. I rolled down the window. I was hyperventilating. And I was like,
girl was with you?
Don't you gotta go to work tomorrow?
Man, that's funny.
And then I got the old girl house, and I told her about what happened. And when I was telling her my story, she was like looking at J.C. Penney's catalog. And when I finished telling my story, and I was like, yeah, I sucked, and I just blew it out my ass, and I don't even know. I don't even know. She was like, J.C. Penney's got these curtains. You think you could get these for me?
Wow.
And I was like, curtains? You talking about curtains? You don't even care. And I grabbed my McDonald's bag.
Nigga, that's so funny. But you learn from that, because, nigga, it's like you think the whole world saw that. It was literally probably about 14 people saw that shit, Nate, and 10 of them was comedians.
I was crushed.
Yeah, bro. 10 of them was comedians. So you think the world seen that, but I guess it's just like I guess it is a shock to your ego to go up there and be like. I had one of the moments when I went to New York and I bombed like the first time I performed because I had moved out here with my girl who was my oldest daughter's mom.
You moved to New York?
Yeah, nigga.
When?
Nigga, this was like 09.
For how long?
Nigga, I was like 3 weeks to a month. I started running out of money because she was with me. I went out there. It was supposed to be one of them, I'm on here by myself, I'm a grind. But she's like, I want to grind with you. But it was one of those scenarios in my head where it was like, who want their girl sleeping on the couch? And your girl not going to just be like, cool with that shit. She gonna be like, when we gonna do this? I want to shop.
Walking around all them fancy stores and shit like that.
I'm out here on the grind.
Yeah.
I should have left you at home.
It's gonna be ramen noodle nights forever.
I came home, my nigga.
You saying 30 days the cash was gone?
Boy, it was damn near. And we was staying in a small ass little cut in Brooklyn, nigga. Brownstown, is it Brownstown or Brownsville?
Brownsville, yeah.
Right over there, nigga. Bunch of young Mike Tyson looking niggas who the seeds of Mike Tyson over there. I was like, no, nigga, I got to get my ass home. Yeah, nigga. Bond. And I know what you mean by that. I didn't want to. I wanted to cry, but I couldn't cry because she was crying. Cause she was like, nigga, you supposed to come. You supposed to be famous, nigga. You supposed to come out and be famous. You can't be bombing. And I'm sitting like, she didn't say that, but her crying was like, damn, bitch, we done moved out here. We done moved out here. We living in this linen closet, sleeping on this motherfucking futon. 2 grown ass people eating Sylvia's every day. Shout out to Sylvia, rest in peace.
Shit.
Boy, that shit was real, Nate. I couldn't cry. I wanted to because she took all the tears, nigga. She took all the crying from me. I was like, I can't cry because if I cry,
oh God.
Well, that shit was different, Nathan. Nathaniel.
You said a whole bunch of Mike Tyson.
Yeah, that nigga from Brownsville, ain't he?
Oh my God.
He's from over there where it go down.
You know how strong he was and how street he was.
Yeah.
You walk by a whole bunch of guys like that.
I see 8 niggas sitting over there like, nigga, we ain't boxing, nigga. We gonna beat your ass.
Your girl looking bananas. She looked bananas.
They was over there, bro. And it was, but you know what it was? My vernacular, you know, I'm from Detroit, so I talk a little different.
Yeah. They're gonna pick you up off the spot.
So I talk different because I'm from Detroit, and then I got a little southern drawl because I lived in Mississippi for so long. So they like, what the fuck kind of weird nigga is this? And then I talk fast. So the reason I bombed was because they just couldn't keep up with what was going on. So like you said, how you did your first shit, the next thing you know, you ran through everything else. It's like, nigga, if you don't leave room to breathe and pace yourself and let people understand you, then, nigga, you gonna lose the audience every time. So, you know, that was just something you learn. I was like, nigga, what's this, 09? So I'm 3 years in the game. So niggas held me to move. You the funniest young nigga in the city. You need to go because all those rules of you got to go blow up before you 30 and you ain't got no kids and you need to move to LA and New York. All that shit they told you back in the 80s.
Somebody told you that?
What?
You got to blow up before you 30?
Nigga, that was the rules. Like them telling, like, nigga, you better hurry up and go to LA before you 30 because, in LA, 30 is 94. If you 29... Nate, I'm telling you, man. If this how LA worked back in the day, they said if you move to LA when you 29, you can play a high school. You can play a high school, nigga. You turn 30, you the granddad now, nigga. So 29, you can play a high school. You turn 30, you somebody granddad and on TV shows now, nigga. That's what they told us. Because we let them make the rules for us, nigga. It's not cool to be old or get older. You always want to be young, nigga. And this finna get deeper than rap right now. It's that they push the narrative that, nigga, if you're not young, you ain't younger is better. And if you get old, you ain't shit, so you obsolete. But in reality, nigga, why you lead from the front, not the back? You only a kid for so long, nigga. You adult the rest of your life. So it's almost like we let them push this narrative that young is beautiful and this, that, and the third. It's like, nigga, you ain't even really know what's going on till you 25 and you still ain't shit because you ain't lived and been through nothing.
No, you just figured out that you was doing everything wrong.
Yeah.
And you don't even know how to do shit right.
Yeah, nigga, like
you just do it feel good. You do it feel good up until 25.
Nigga, I'm better than I ever was, nigga. Nigga, I fuck better. I'm funnier. I'll probably beat nigga, any age. Nigga, I'll fuck my 35-year-old self
You beat
up.
the OU up. You
Nigga,
beat the OU
I'm
up.
only getting better, nigga. I'm only getting better, nigga. I turn 37, I'll fuck 36-year-old Josh up, nigga. So what you think I'm gonna do with 25-year-old Josh? I'm fucking that nigga up. He can't get on the stage with me. He can't scrap with me. Whoever his girl was, I'd fuck her better, nigga. So whenever you see this in the future, nigga, we go back in time, nigga. Marty McFly tripping like a motherfucker. I wish I would go back in time and see myself, nigga. I get him together. I'm only getting better.
Hell no.
That's what they do. Hollywood tell you that, nigga. Everybody, you need to move to LA before you turn 30. The niggas move out there and fuck around, turn 30 out there. You done spent the rest of your life, you could have been got it. No matter what.
What's old boy do? They love the fuck out of Liam Neeson, old ass.
But
he do just as many action movies as Tom Cruise, and Tom Cruise is old.
Exactly.
What the fuck?
But now the narrative's being flipped because now it's like they making the Expendables where they put all the old niggas who was fucking people up in the 80s in the movie because they are getting on the bandwagon of, nigga, it's nothing wrong with aging.
Old is cool.
Yeah, niggas, like, we get older, we get fly, nigga. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, nigga, you turn 50, 60 years, nigga, and you can still pull a bitch that's 20. That's what it is. There's something sexy about an older motherfucker who got his shit together and know what he talking about because he lived his life. That 25-year-old nigga don't know shit. He only know, nigga, you got to think about it.
Pussy.
That's
and
it.
If I got to go to work.
And that's it.
If I got to go to work. I knew a lot of motherfuckers. They didn't get a job till they was 35, 40. And I was like, how? And they just woke up every day and you just seen them in the spot with some drink, with some smoke. It was like, my girl. And I was like, how?
You got a girl.
How? And then about 40, they got a job. And now they like, well, you broke. You broke. What you broke motherfuckers do? What you broke? And I was like, dude, you spent 20 years just free fucking and doing nothing. And they like, yeah, that was the old me. And it's just like, that was the old me. And it's just like, I just switched.
And now you just got to be a regular old, you know what I'm saying? But, you know, and them still be them immature niggas, though. Because, you know, you didn't learn nothing, nigga. Now you're learning. Now you 40 and now you got to learn how to spend money and how to save and do all this.
Yeah, you can still, once you decide to grow up at 30 or 40, once you get that one woman and she make you settle down and get a job and shit like that, yeah, you still got to learn how to.
Raising you because women way more mature than us.
Still got to learn to raise, manage that money and shit like
that. But that shit just crazy, dog. But, yeah, man.
I never met none of the mature women.
I have a lot of, well, maybe just because I always say this, I'm very immature for my age, and I've always been. So women, even though I've only dated younger women, I've never really dated no older women. Most women I meet, like if I date a younger girl, for the most part, she kind of got a little bit more maturity and about herself than we would be even. Put it like this, for my age, if I date a younger girl, because we damn near at the same maturity level, it's like, damn, for your age, you mature, you at my level.
That's why you're not married.
It's probably why.
That's my Kevin Samuels line. Why you not married?
You're probably right.
Because what? Right. They was more mature than you, and you was just like,
as mature. So let's say, okay, me being 30, I'm 36. I fuck around and deal with somebody 28 years old because she would be right about at my maturity level. As opposed to me fucking with somebody who's 36, who in my head probably fucking with a nigga that's 40, 45. Yeah. Because she's just a little bit more on some other shit than I am. Like, I don't want to go on the that cruise.
You're not really trying to go to the museum yet. Nah. You ain't go to the museum age yet.
Nah, man. I'm not trying to go on. Who is that? Who do the cruise? I'm not trying to go on the Tom Joyner.
The Tom Joyner cruise.
I'm not trying to go on the cruise with Tom Joyner. I still want to go to Rolling Loud.
Tom Joyner old school cruise.
Yeah, I still want to go to Rolling Loud and shit like that. Like, you know what I'm saying? But it's just with age, you staying and change. Like, I feel every second of every day, me just certain shit that I used to fuck with as a kid or when I was younger is not interesting to me no more. Like,
give me two things.
Oh man, like video games.
For real?
Nigga, no.
I just got back in the PS4, that NBA 2K.
Bro, I use it to watch Netflix and YouTube.
I ain't played that shit since Contra.
My nigga, you missed a lot.
Since the
nigga from Contra to now, nigga, the PlayStation 4?
The Sega, I think like the last system I had was like a the Nintendo 64 and the Sega Genesis, and I sold them.
Man, he went from 32 bits.
I sold
and
them.
jumped up here, nigga, to fucking
PlayStation
1080p.
PlayStation 2. I had the PlayStation 2 for a minute, and it broke.
Yeah, that shit. Games.
That NBA 2K,
last NBA
beautiful.
2K I was playing.
See, but you grew up playing it like all through the years, so you seen it progress. I didn't see it progress. So when I went over my man house and I looked and I was like, "What's that?" And he was like, "That's the new NBA." I say, "No, it's not." He said, "Yes, it is."
You thought them niggas was playing free. He's like, "Damn, nigga, I didn't know the CFL was like."
Yeah, I was like, this is like too real.
Yeah, so that's why you probably can come back and get it. Me, I'm OD'd on it. I'm burnt out. I don't like that shit no more. What else was I into as a kid that I don't really fuck with?
So what was your last system? The last system you bought?
I got PlayStation 4.
So that's it? You ain't?
I don't think I'm gonna get one. If I do get one, it's because my kids want it. You know what I'm saying? Or just to have around. I mean, I'm always probably gonna have it around, but I'm never gonna be the nigga who like,
bitch, get away from me! I'm playing the game.
Exactly. Or like I'm playing Nate Online. Unless on some old, I need a hobby, because honestly, I do need a hobby. Outside of comedy and making money, I don't have no thing that I just do that I'd be like, all right, this is just what I do, and it has nothing to do with furthering my comedy career. It has nothing to do with me getting money.
Smoke, drink,
drink, but I don't like counting. I don't count that. You count that? Drinking?
Read a book. Just sit back and have a drink to celebrate.
I mean, I just drink that's why I took all the June off drinking. But I just drink sometimes. I just think it's weird to drink by yourself. It feels alcoholic. It feels like some alcoholic type shit to be like, I don't drink when the sun is up if I ain't on vacation, nigga, and I don't just drink by myself.
You don't drink when the sun is up?
No, unless I'm on vacation. Not just on a regular random day.
For real? After 8 o'clock,
nigga,
the sun
gotta
be
be down. And then I'll be like, all right, fuck it, I'll pop a little something, because I'm not getting in.
So what if you go to like a picnic or get together in the daytime?
I'll let that slide. But I just can't be at the house. Like, man, it's 1 o'clock. I'm gonna go ahead and pop this little hen open. Like, I would feel crazy. Now, if it's a barbecue and it's a vibe, hopefully people around. I ain't by myself, but nigga, I'm just not drinking, bro.
The cat looking at you like you are drunk.
Nigga, that's what I'm saying. I'm in the house by myself thinking that. In here buzzing for no reason, nigga, listening to Anita Baker. Like, I get my R&B bag. R&B and liquor goes together. Oh, what's another thing I gave up? Hanging around my... You say, hold on?
Yeah, go ahead.
Another thing I gave up, kind of like hanging with niggas I grew up with.
Oh, no. Come on, everybody got...
I don't force it no more. I still see him or whatever, but it's like, especially if it's a nigga who we just only talking about the old shit. If that makes sense. It's like, nigga, we grown now. Like, every time I see you, we talk about the same people.
So their life ain't progressed.
Their life ain't progressed. Nothing? Now, it's still people in my life that I'm cool with. We talk about shit that we...
A new job, nothing?
Nigga talk about the same thing. And it's like, I would choose... Like, I try not to be around them as much. I'm not going to say I cut them off, like, nigga, don't hit me up.
Yeah.
But I see you every 3 months, nigga. I'm not finna really...
Yeah. You can't.
If all we talking about, hey, man, you remember that time we went to Cedar Point in 10th grade? It's like...
Yeah.
Nigga, I'm 37 years old, and I got other shit going on, bro.
I can go on the block, but I can't go on the block like every other
I know
week.
niggas who still pull up, and they be in the same spots with the same people, talking about the same shit, and I feel like that's stagnation, my nigga.
See, if you the house on the block where everybody come and fall through that one house, then everybody come through the block and be like, oh, everybody gonna be at my man house. Then you just stuck. You the house on the block everybody come through. But
yeah.
I'm not the person that's always gonna fall through. I got shit to do.
Yeah, dog. And those are just two of the things. Like I say, the older I get, I just never thought. Like, I used to want to be like, all right, let me call my man up, go sit around and chop it up with him. But it's like, nigga, I would rather just be by myself than be around a nigga who, or a female who just talk about the same shit over and over. Like, I don't care how fine you is. Mm-hmm. If you a woman and you ain't got shit else to talk about but Shade Room and nigga Moneybag Yo and nigga the bitch he fucking with and you know what I'm saying, Yo Gotti and all them, it's like, I don't really give a fuck all that.
You need new shit in your mind.
I'm a 36. As much as I look at myself and see 17-year-old Josh or young ass Josh, I think I'm 36 years old. I like R&B music. I drink dark liquor and nigga, I got 2 kids. Nigga, I sit back and just chill on that. Nigga, I just vibe. I ain't got to go nowhere. Remember, you used to have to. I don't gotta do shit.
I remember when you wanted to go to the club and you be drinking and you would fall asleep and miss going to the club and you wake up at 1:30, 2 o'clock.
I ain't had that time. I ain't had the opportunity.
For real? You ain't never go clubbing?
But Nate, you gotta think. My clubbing was like What years was them for you? Then I'm gonna ask you a question.
Everybody club what 18 to 28.
But when was you doing this falling asleep, waking up shit? You wasn't no 18s. That was like your what, 26 to 20 what?
Late 20s.
You gotta think, nigga, I was doing comedy. So it was like, I didn't even go to the club because, nigga, we was in the club all the time. So my club wasn't, we going to the club to drink and kick it. I'm going to the club to do comedy, and I wasn't even drinking during that time. So I missed that shit. You was like, yo, late 20s, you wasn't doing comedy, was you?
No, I was in the Marines.
See what I'm saying? So you got to be the clubbing ass nigga going to the River Rock and shit like that. Me, I'm 27, 26, going to the club or the bar to perform. And then I made a point to not drink because I wasn't on it. So I never was like on that shit. So maybe now I can do that shit.
You never like.
And now I don't even want to go to the club.
So you never took a weekend off and like, you know, went to somebody's birthday party at the club and got it in and shit like this. Damn, nigga, you been working this. Damn, nigga, you been working all this time.
I'm always in the spot. So.
But you ain't never just go over there and be like, okay, I finished my set. Let me go do the hustle or something.
You know what's funny, Nate?
You know, go do the hustle.
Now I do that. Like, now that I drink or whatever, I go to somebody's birthday party or some shit like that. But for real, bro, comedy really been like, nigga, the center of my life from 21 to now, nigga. Like, I always been in a club, and this is something else.
That's weird. That's weird. I ain't never heard of a motherfucker that was telling jokes so much that he didn't take a day off to go party.
No, I didn't. Cause I was always in some shit. I would, even though it's work, which I want to get this out. I hope everybody in my life get to hear this. Even though I get to be at the party, like I'm at the party and I'm kind of a part of the extravaganza or whatever the events are. Nigga, it's still a job. Like I'm still working, nigga. So I know the people look like, well, you get to be at the club and be at the bar all the time, but it's like that shit ain't easy doing what the fuck I do. You know what I'm saying? What we do. So people take that to be like, even though it's like cool, it's all this shit going around, people drinking, having a good time, but
you
nigga,
gotta
do a job.
Think about your routine.
Yeah, it's like, okay, I gotta deal with this drunk motherfucker right here who gonna yell out and say something, and his girl gonna talk crazy, so I'm gonna hit her, and now he gonna be mad, and now I gotta worry about getting into it with this nigga. So I gotta manage all these personalities and turn this whole audience into one, and put thoughts in their head and pull thoughts out of their head involuntary. But people look at that like, oh, well, you getting to have fun. It's not easy. If everybody can do it, you do it. If it's that easy, why don't you go make the money? Yeah, it's not. It's still work. But like you said, I still understand where people can get it caught up in where I didn't hang out because I always used to be like, nigga, my job is kind of to be around where everybody hanging out at. So I did not get to do that. I didn't get to fall asleep and wake up at 1:30 and be like, damn, I missed the club. Because nigga, at 1:30, I'm looking for the promoter. Where my money at? You know how that is. It's like 1:30. I'm looking for the promoter. Yeah. Like, hey, what up, Catnip? I need my money. Who? Trife got my money? All these fucked up names. Nigga named Trifling. Catfish, Trifling. What you want? Cornbread. Who was Cornbread? He was working the dough. I didn't meet Cornbread. All these different niggas.
Shouts out to Catnip.
Catnip called me the other day. Probably booked me for a show. The first janky nigga I ever met in the game. I got real love for him too. Shout out to Catnip. What is this shit called? On the Move Entertainment? I hope I ain't say that wrong. Hope I ain't fucked that up. Shout out to Catnip.
You doing good business?
He do good business. But sure. he janked me in the beginning, but he didn't do it on purpose. You know, some niggas, what they say, their eyes is bigger than their stomachs or their stomach bigger than their eyes. You know how they niggas want to do big shit, but it just never turned out how they wanted to. Yeah. He always had good intentions. Now, it was niggas who straight up fucked me. And I forgot his name, but we put smut on that nigga name. I don't think nobody fuck with him no more.
I remember I seen that.
Yeah.
I seen
but yeah, nigga, I grew up doing this comedy. Like, nigga, I've been doing comedy longer than I've been doing anything in my life. You know, when I think about it. So I didn't have a chance to do all the other shit. That's why I say I need to get a hobby. I need to fish. I need to, nigga, get into some type of shit, nigga.
Something.
Yeah, nigga, making bases or whatever the fuck that shit is. What's they do when they got the little wheel and that bitch be spinning around like they did on Ghost? Mm-hmm. I don't know what that's called.
Not the Ouija board.
Not the Ouija board, nigga. Like they was sitting there. That's when they fucked. And Eddie Murphy, Whoopi Goldberg let that nigga take over her body, and they was sitting there with the they was making a vase. What is that called?
That clay shit.
Yeah, the clay shit. They was molding that shit. I gotta find. They say that's therapeutic. I can't even think of what that was. If you watching, put it under the comments.
Macrame.
It ain't that. It ain't even that.
Where you mold? I know. Yeah, I know you said that.
It's
you
simple.
Take the,
Too, I'm gonna
you
be
take,
mad
you
when I
take,
hear
you
it.
sit there and mold the clay. Yeah, I
the
know.
little bitches spinning pottery.
Yeah.
Yeah, making pottery. I need to find a fucking hobby outside of all this other shit.
What's that? The painting with wine.
Oh, paint with a twist.
Yeah, you ain't never did that.
I should probably try it. But the funny thing about it, I need to go in there and be to cut my mind off. That's what liquor let me do. Like I be sitting there thinking about, material come to me. Like how you said, you
it ain't gonna never turn off.
I know, but you know what alcohol allows me to do? It allows it to kind of just it dampens it.
For real?
So it do it, and that's why I liked it. I like it because, and I don't do it till I get off stage because the way my mind work, I need it when I'm on stage. But when I'm off, I need to be able to shut that bitch down. So I ain't like, damn, I should have said this, or when my man said this, I know I said this thing about him, but damn, it'd have been perfect had I said this.
Mm-hmm.
I need to. That's why I do my little sip afterwards, then my mind, and I can enjoy being an entertainer, and then just be a regular nigga and kind of chill and not be in my head about it so much. So yeah, that's what the liquor do.
Damn.
Yeah, but I had to take a chill on that bitch.
That's different.
Yeah.
Because if I drink, this is how all this started. You just start drinking and thinking, and like you said, I focused on this more than the comedy, but I try to get to it. But I sit up there and have a couple of drinks, and I videotape and talk forever.
Damn. I think liquor do everything. Just like it do different shit for different
So it's
people.
a shut off switch for you.
Yeah, it kind of just it let me just go into autopilot, and
So you get quiet when you drink?
I get quiet. I get introverted. I think either old age or just performing in front of people made me become an introvert. But alcohol allows me to just sit back and just chill and be cool.
How does that work? How do you become an introvert because of performing? Like you done
you
talking
always,
with people?
you always on stage, and kind of people always want you to be on. And once I'm done performing, I kind of just regress back into this, I kind of chill, get in my little shell. Like nigga, I shrink, I disappear, I chill out. I don't need niggas to come up to me, oh, you're hilarious. And I did my thing. I went on stage and I gave y'all that part of me that y'all needed.
Mm-hmm.
Now I'm gonna just go over here and chill. And y'all gave me whatever it is I needed, because I ain't gonna act like I don't do it and get nothing from it. I do. So whatever we made in exchange, and when I come down, I kind of just chill. Like I don't need to be the center of attention. So I'll shrink as much as I can for a nigga that's 6'6" that just came off stage. But I kind of just get in the cut. It's kind of stupid to be like, nigga, you just came off a stage and you don't want niggas to know you here. You don't want no. It's hard for people to believe that, nigga, you don't like attention, but you will get on stage in front of people and talk shit. I really ain't tripping on the attention for real.
Because you once you get off stage, you're not guaranteed interested in stimulating conversation.
Nah, it's
a toss up, and if it's shit, you kind of stuck in a shit conversation, and you probably don't want to be. It's go if you're a comic and somebody talking to you and it's not interesting to your mind, it's a problem. It's all kind of issues popping off in your mind. Like, I need to get out of here. This ain't working. I'm coming up with jokes about this person. So it could just be like, I can understand how you just don't want to even get into it, and then just be like, kind of much like my work is done.
But nigga, that like I would get off stage and then everybody want to buy me a drink, I get one, because I understand, like, you got to give the people that fuck with you something. They like that moment to be like, I had a drink with that nigga. Mm-hmm. I'm learning that part of the game. Like, all right, yeah, I'll take a drink with you.
You got to take that celebrity.
Yeah, boom, boom. I take that shot with you. Oh, you want to take a picture? Come on. Because I come off as, I've noticed that people don't like, once I start doing that, more people want to take pictures with me, because when I would come down, it would look like, this nigga mean. Like, this nigga don't want to say shit to nobody. Like, that nigga, is he bipolar? Like, he was on stage, like, silly, talking crazy, and now he looking like he ain't smiling. He's sitting over there with his hood on, and he got the string drawn all the way up.
Oh, yeah, you do. You do. You used to wear that hoodie with the string and stuff.
Get it. You know what I'm saying? So I would use that almost like, all right, niggas don't see me. But niggas would take that as, what's up with this nigga? This nigga, like, he gonna knock somebody out, or he just, know what I'm saying?
Invisible.
Yeah, like, I'm just chilling, bro.
Like,
but then if you come approach me, I'm not gonna hoe you. Like, I'm gonna kick it with you. I'm gonna find some. I'm gonna kick it with you. I'm gonna give you what you're looking for. You gonna have a good time. We gonna kick it, chop it up. But I'm not finna be on no, nigga, look at your shoes. I'm not finna be like, nigga, your shirt is small. It's like, I'm just chilling now, bro. I'm just kicking it. That happened, and now, nigga, I am Clark Kent, nigga. over here working in this motherfucking, you know what I'm saying, in this newspaper place, bro. I'm just chilling. But yeah, bro, I have become hella introverted, bro. I kind of just be trying to protect that little. I don't know. I be trying to save up that shit for that. Like, I don't know. Niggas be on all the time. I mean, we gonna laugh and kick it, but nigga, I ain't finna go all the time.
So is it getting better
With what?
or worse?
What you mean?
With you chilling after do you just like leave now?
Oh yeah,
Or do
downtown
you
Tony Brown told me that.
Or do you stick
He
around?
told me you should leave. You need a mystique. Like, if you sit around and kick it with everybody, niggas kind of
know you.
Yeah, not like, you know, as much as we the every man, you still do some shit that everybody can't do. So you gotta leave that whole. You still want niggas to be like, man, I hung out with Nate. He was the coolest nigga. And
For
then,
a minute.
But then he got the fuck on.
For
it
a
was
minute,
like, damn,
yeah.
I want more. So then they gonna come out and want to kick it and be around you. Then you create this allure around you. So I definitely am quick to do that now because for one, niggas is stupid. Shit is niggas is getting shot. Niggas getting fucked up and dumb shit happen late at night. So nigga, I have a drink, kick it. As long as it's comedians around, niggas I know and I fuck with or just good people, I sit around and vibe. But bro, I will get out of there in a minute. And I think that's what, you know, it ain't nothing out there for real. Like nigga, if ain't no real pussy on the floor or nothing, and now nigga, I've been kicking it on some
Time is precious. Your time is precious now, huh?
Nigga,
Time is
now-
precious.
Now I ain't even trying to fuck no hoes because I'm trying to really kick it with one person.
Your
So
time
I'm
is
out the
precious.
way. Yeah, nigga, I get out the way, bro. I get out the way and still don't go to sleep till I get home 3 or 4 because we running off that adrenaline we just had all built up this whole time, dog.
Damn. After a show?
Yeah, that should be up, bro. You be want to fuck something. You be want to fuck something like, and I don't do no drugs. So the alcohol will be,
I need to get back into life.
nigga, yeah, I told you where it's at.
I be sleep by 10 o'clock.
Nigga, I get to the house and still be up.
Man.
And if it wasn't for the liquor, I probably could write. Probably get some of these scripts and shit done. But the liquor had you like, all right, nigga, we need to get some pussy or something.
So do you write or videotape
What?
your jokes? Because I have to videotape because I'm like, I use a lot of emotion.
Yeah.
So if I try to write, you
You
can't.
can't convey your
You
emotions.
can't. Yeah.
I
You remember? Because I tried to look over jokes, and I looked at them. I was like, I don't remember the emotion to this joke, and it's dead, and I just grab it.
I've been recording more now because I'm like you, where I might say something one day and it rip, and then I say it again and it rip, and then for some reason that third time I forget how the feelings that I delivered with it.
Yeah.
And now the joke ain't as funny because it's like, damn, well, I'm saying it the way I want to say it, but why is it not hitting? And so yeah, now I kind of just base it off of, all right, I put in my phone, boom, 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 go up there, and the first time, nigga, is because, nigga, I gotta make it work. So the energy is different. And then the next time, all right, I kind of got it down. And then maybe third, fourth, fifth time, it's like, it's kind of falling flat in a spot somewhere. And for some reason, it ain't going over the way I used to. So I'm probably gonna try to adapt the style you just talked about, using like, you know, video recording or just audio, if anything.
Yeah.
Because that's the professional part of the game.
Inflection and all. Yeah, the inflection and all
That's
that.
the professional part of the game. Like, we think it's just going up. It's no, nigga, refining your set.
And I can't write as fast as it's coming in my head.
That's why you probably say it and then do the
Can't,
video.
because then you end up shorthand and then you scribble scrabble and you thinking you can read your own scribble scrabble, and I look at my own scribble scrabble and I was like, I don't even know what that word is.
Exactly.
And that whole joke then went to crap because I got 3 words. I'm like, you know what it's gonna be.
Nate, every day I probably forget 2 of the funniest jokes that the world's ever heard,
Okay.
and it is anxiety. It's like, it's the most stressful shit to be like. And I have it 1 minute, like, I have it over here, like, hell yeah. And then if all it takes me to move here, and I'm like, what the fuck? Am I losing my mind? But this happened when I was 20, so I know it ain't old age.
No. And I say I'm gonna record this in a minute, and then I go, record what?
Exactly.
And I go backtracking your thoughts. What was you thinking? And I was like, dude, you was as soon as you dropped this passenger off, you said you'll do it. It's 2 traffic lights. You can't remember 2 traffic lights back, and so much stuff be running through my mind. I go, oh,
Nate, that shit's so stressful, my nigga.
That's one of the reasons why I put the camera in my car. So
you can
at least I can capture that.
Yeah.
I want to put them in my house, at least in my kitchen.
And that's the shit that I'm on now. Just trying to get better. Like you say, it's just the shit that I didn't do when I was younger. It was like, all right, I'm just going to write this and then boom, make it work. Now I know how the process goes, my process goes. And now I just got to perfect my process and continue to get better with this shit. So that's really where I'm at with it.
So how many like when you come up with your jokes, do you come up with like 5 minutes worth, 10 minutes worth, 20 minutes worth, and then try to mix it with some old stuff?
Yeah, because old stuff.
Or do you ever just like scrap everything and be like when you did your special, you be like, I'm done with that. Now we going with all new stuff.
The funny thing about it, the new special, Hella Raw, which will be out very, very soon.
That was the one out. The
one you came to.
Yeah, that was good shit.
Hella Raw. It was thoughts that I had over COVID, bro. Thoughts I had over COVID, and I hadn't even performed in a long time. And I was like, bro, I'm just gonna do a special and document where I was at right as soon as we kind of could get out to be in the word again, and put these thoughts out here. And then some of the jokes that I use on there, bro, I started using during shows, and I was doing them better because I had more time to practice with them. So it's almost like the Bernie Mac milk and cookies joke. We saw it evolve. Mm-hmm. So some of these jokes, I could easily say they're gonna have like a expiration date, or they could be not used again. But you will see these probably evolve, and I'll probably still use them for the next year and a half, 2 years. I thought I was just gonna throw them out there. I thought they was ones and done. I thought they was one and dones, but not all of it.
Oh, so it was so fresh and new.
It was like Nate,
that you never got a chance to develop it, but the shit hit.
You seeing me do that shit, and me looking at it, and that's why I thought
that was perfected. Like shit.
It was good, but that just show you where we at in the game.
Where you at, motherfucker? I ain't know the fuck you at, motherfucker. I ain't do that shit like that, dog.
It just show you niggas at, because that's why I called it Hella Raw, because everything was raw about it. It was like the material was raw, my performance was raw, the venue was called Raw Space, so it all made sense to be like, when people get back look at it, people ain't gonna. Was it my best performance? No, but to date, it was a good space. It was a good gauge of where I'm at. But it's like, oh, I get it. This nigga was.
Did you watch it?
I seen it. Yeah.
Have you watched the tape?
Yeah, I watched it. It's good. It's good. I ain't gonna lie. But like I said, it ain't my best. It's only gonna get up from here. Like I said, the next special is gonna be better than that, and the next one gonna be better than that. So it was I thought it was all one and done shit though. And then I was like, and I kept doing it, and I was doing stuff, and I was like, oh man, if I was to do a special again, nigga, it would be this, because now I got this joke down. I got all, like you say, the emotions and the inflections and shit like that down. But you know, man, shit is what it is. This comedy thing, man.
Man, if that's shit, motherfucker, if that's what you do raw, then I would love to see you take any of those jokes in there and you done perfected those more.
Yeah, dog.
Yeah.
Hey, that shit was like that.
Bring the noise.
Right there, bro. You know what it is.
Bring the noise. That shit was.
That whole show came together in like 2 weeks, 3 weeks. Like from me saying, all right, I'm gonna do the show, and these are 2 dates, and niggas bought that bitch up. It sold out like within like 3 weeks. And then it was like, all right, camera crew. And then I was gonna pick a simple camera crew. They was like, no, nigga, you gotta really shoot this. And the money came from places that people who got love for me and supported me was like, nah, we gonna support this. Like Planet Ant, they gave me a blessing to help me tape it, and I was like, damn. And everything came together the way it was supposed to come together, dog. Like, and dog, I just feel like, and nobody caught nothing. COVID, we was still like, nigga, in the third quarter of COVID.
I'm good.
Everybody was good, and it was, you know, I could have put 30, I could have put 20 people in there, but I did 40, and people were still spaced out enough, and nobody I heard of, fuck around got nothing. The newspaper came out. It was love, and comedians got love in the paper. I got love in the paper, but even better, the Raw Space, the venue over there on 6 Mile in Wyoming, black owned, they got a shout out and some love, and now people been fucking with them on the regular. So as long as when I do something, somebody else can eat off of it, I feel like, all right, bet it worked out. Because if I'm the only one that benefited from it, I feel like I ain't do what I was supposed to do. I didn't do it the right way.
That's what's up.
That's what it is. What's up, man? You trying to go to Simply Chanel spot?
So, last question.
What's up?
Before you get out of here.
Nate about to start doing comedy again. You heard it here first on the inaugural show of They Don't Get Nathan. The special and the podcast.
I'm out here.
Nate,
I got the shirt.
All right, Nate, I want you to let me produce your first special.
Shit. Damn.
You heard it here first. I want to do it because I feel like I know the right.
You damn sure know what you're doing.
We're going to get your audience, and we're going to package you up some shit, a dog-ass 30-minute special, and you going to fuck niggas up. And niggas going to be mad. Niggas going to be like, man, nigga Nate funny, bitch. Nate funny, nigga.
So before we get out of here, everything opening back up.
Yep.
Everything on and popping with you. What's with going back to Cali?
I ain't going back.
You not going?
I ain't going back to Cali, man. I've been telling people this. When I first got back at the beginning when COVID jumped off, I was 100% going back. I only came back to do shows. I had shows. Like, once I moved, and I hadn't moved but for 2 weeks, niggas was booking me back home like I already did SNL. Like, niggas was like, hey, bro, I got $1,200 for you, and I pay for your flight. The same nigga who, when I was here, the same nigga I was here a month before that, back home, niggas was like, I got $75 for you. Niggas was offering me money that I never thought they would ever give a nigga. But that just show you, God, when you move your feet, God gonna bless you. But it also show you niggas be on whole shit too. But this what I learned though, Nate. Dealing with what I dealt with, the depression I dealt with, comedy being stripped away, and me being stripped down to just being Josh again. It was like I wasn't a comedian no more because nigga wasn't nowhere to do comedy. You was just a nigga who couldn't go outside like everybody else, and I had to understand that. I built myself back up. I started really going hard on my podcast and became a real podcaster like you are and how you run this bitch.
Oh, you got about 1,000 episodes,
nigga.
Man.
I really went hard over the panty, bro. I really went hard. And then I changed my diet. I started working out harder. And then, bro, I started just developing the business side of my whole brand. And I started to see, like, okay, the shit I was going to LA to do, I can do that here. Like, I have an audience that I can tap into, people who love to hear me do shit, love to see what I do. I'm becoming a commodity to where, nigga, I am the service that, you know, people get paid for services and goods. Nigga, I'm the goods and the service.
Yeah.
All I got to do is just give it to the people. LA just going to have me stand in line behind some niggas and tell me when to go and what to do when I'm a grown ass nigga. It's like, I just stay, like, nigga, I go back to LA when they on some old, we got some money for you and we gonna book you.
When they call you. When they come
fly me out. And then I decide if I want to fuck with them. Because you can do it from here. I said this the last time I was on here. Nigga, you got as much power down here as they do over there. And whatever studio they got at Paramount, they just got a lot more money than you do. But you got the same access to where this can be some shit where, nigga, it ain't nothing stopping Will Smith from watching this show being like, it's something about this nigga. And he come be on your shit.
Exactly.
That's all it take, dog.
Exactly.
So, I ain't going back to LA on no old trying to get on shit because I'm already on. I just got to go ahead and
make it pop. You making it pop yourself.
Yeah, I gotta give the people something to fuck with, and then everything else will fall into place. So, I'm here, and I'm closer to my kids, and I can take care of them here, and I'm around the people I fuck with, as opposed to being out in LA where the people I fuck with, we all scattered out, and LA done kind of got. LA do something to niggas. It's very true. LA do something to niggas, and I don't know if New York do, but LA do something to niggas.
It's the year-round sunshine.
Yeah, man. Niggas need some
good
snow to sit their ass down.
I used to live out there. It's the year-round sunshine.
Niggas need to sit their ass down. They
you kind of never get a chance to sit and relax because it's always nice weather. All right, well, Nathan Chase. They don't get Nathan. The podcast, the first one. Josh Adams is up in the house. It's fucking hilarious. He's always great.
I love you, nigga.
Tell them what you got going on. What's popping? Where to find you at? Social media, Instagram.
Social media, Instagram, man. Go to my Instagram. You get everything. My link tree is in the bio. Josh Adams with 3 Z's. That's JoshAdamsZZZ. Also, if you're looking for me, I have some shows coming up. I just had it all pulled up, my dog. Y'all got to apply. Oh yeah, Star Spangled Comedy Show out in Battle Creek on July the 3rd. So if you in Kalamazoo, if you in Jackson, you just broke out to jail and you trying to get your laugh on, come over to Battle Creek where they make the cereal at. Fuck with me. It's me, Calvin Brown, Dave Jones, and a young lady named Toya Jones. And then I got one more mic guy, one more little thread, and then I'm going to let you have it, dog, because I'm glad you even put your baby on this bitch. Damn, dog, where'd it go? That fast. When you looking for something, you can't even find it. Oh, here we go. Friday, I'm over at Sweet Soul Bistro with Marv Ross. It's his Father's Day benefit. He put some paper together to get some legal representation. He got some stuff going on with his kids. He trying to get together. Saturday is me, Jay Will, Fago Red, Melody Hearns. And we in Southfield at the Best Western premiere. You know that's over there if you fuck around with your wife.
That's her name? Melly Hearns?
Melanie Hearns.
Melanie Hearns. You said Melly.
Man, I talk fast. And then I'm doing a
From the
weed
South.
show. Nate, you should come with me.
Where's that going?
Sunday, June 27th.
Smokes and Jokes?
Smokes and Jokes, Cancer Edition. It's my man' birthday. Pooh Diddy and RJ Leary, fat ass is hosting it, and I am on there, and my nigga Jay Wright. So
Who?
you should
Fat
fuck
ass?
with me. Yeah, Nate,
That's his name?
RJ fat as hell.
Oh,
He
you
just a
just
fat-
said. Oh, okay.
fat ass
I thought the first name was
No,
fat
no,
ass.
I would. That would be a terrible name. And also, if I know you in high school, you should have gave me that pussy then. Don't try to give it to me now. Always just like leaving with a message.
Rap.
It's a rap. You should
You
have gave me that
gets
pussy in high
nothing.
school, bitch.
You gets nothing.
Nathan, you gets Nathan.
You get. They don't get Nathan. Podcast. Josh Adams. We up out of here. Thanks for coming through. First episode.
having me, my nigga.
It was hilarious. We out. Chase's Basement.